Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Sheikh Sufi Ba. SheikhSufi@gmail.com. CheikSufi@gmail.com. Opening prayer for the greatest shaman that I know in the West, Brother Ankh, Rising Sun. A'udhu billahi bismillahi inna waliyullahu. A'udhu billahi bismillahi inna waliyullahu. A'udhu billahi bismillahi inna waliyullahu. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin al-Fatihi lima uglika wal-Katimi lima sabaka Nasirul Haqi bil Haqi wal Hadi ila siratika mustaqim wa ala alihi haqqa qadrihi wal miqdarihi al-azim.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'een. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladina an'amta alayhim. Ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Alhamdulillah. Dr. Sanada Kamara, co-founder of Temple Mother Earth, sending love, peace, and abundance prayer to everyone around the world.
Amor, 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 amor. El mensaje es el amor. Ama a tu hermano como a ti mismo. Eso es amor. Amor, 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 amor. El mensaje es el amor. Ama a tu hermana como a ti misma. Eso es amor. Grandes fuerzas de la paz crezcan siempre, siempre más. Que reine la paz y acaben las fronteras. Todos somos uno.
Greetings, loved ones. My prayer for you for 2024 is to be in a vibrational receiving match. A vibrational receiving match for happiness, for giving, for gratitude, for wisdom, for discernment, with abundance of blessings, for your soul tribe, for your soulmate, for your open-mindedness, for your spiritual growth, for divine love, and for a healthy, emotional, physical, spiritual body. I wish you all these things and pray that you receive all these things in the year 2024. Let's see what all languages. Ashe, Amin, and Namaste. You can reach me at Instagram, Sequoia_spirit, that is SEQUOIA. Again, I wish you all these blessings and so much more in the year of 2024. Thank you.
Beloved mighty and present, great hosts of sitting ascended masters, great angelic hosts, great cosmic beings who govern the system of worlds and the seven mighty worlds. Lord, we call upon your grace to heal the earth of the actions of the sinister forces. Their plan is to eliminate the population in the most horrible and murderous ways. They have already poisoned our food with things we can't even pronounce. They poisoned the water with fluoride. They poisoned the air with chemtrails. They have poisoned the medicine with side effects that will kill you if you take it. And they have poisoned the technology against mankind. They have weaponized all these things against mankind. We call upon your grace to free us from the sinister forces whose diabolical plan is to make this world the most hellish place. America, which was the light of the world, that was brought to the world, established in this world, to make every human being here ascendant, and then to have that spread throughout the world. Lord, we ask you to incarnate in this very planet, incarnate in mass, incarnate with sitters and ascended masters, with divine beings of every type, to bring in revolutions of meditation, revolution of mantra repetition, revolution of chanting, revolution of spreading love and light, revolutions of knowledge. Lord, we call upon you to empower us with our divine selves, so that we can rid the world of these very sinister forces whose aim is to do nothing but create this place to be a Sodom and Gomorrah. We already know that Earth is the most wicked planet in the universe. Let us turn it to be the light of the world, so that it is the greatest planet in the universe, so that we excel even what is happening in the great central sun. As a matter of fact, Lord, we ask all the beings from the great central sun to incarnate on the earth, to incarnate on the earth, to incarnate on the earth within us, so that we could do the work that I'm begging for now. Oh Lord, I ask this in the name of Swami Nityananda Paramahansa, Bhagavan Nityananda, Guru Maya Chivilasananda, beloved Saint Germain, Lord Jesus the Christ, Lord Buddha, Allah, and the great Sanat Kumar. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am.
Peace, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to another Moorish Monday with Abdullah Il Tale Mosi Bey. Two special guests, Shir Malachi Bey, and we have King Al Bey. King Hank is Shim in the backstage. All right, so today's topic is the benefit of national unity. The benefit of national unity. So I'm going to get King started, and I'm going to see where Shim is. So we're going to deal with the benefits of national unity. Both Shim and King have been on Moorish Monday with Abdullah Bey for several times, over the past 5 months. They were actually, both of them were keynote speakers of the past May 18th Moorish Political Unity Conference. So, and King's been on here. So we're gonna get that right into it, because we're at the end at 8 o'clock, as I have to catch my bus, head on back to Philly. All right, so King, the topic is, once again, the benefits of political unity. I'm going to find out where King Shim is. All right, so you just get started.
Okay.
We can't hear you.
You can't hear me? You can't hear me? Hold on, let me.
All right, so as we get ready.
Can you hear me now?
Okay.
I might have to take this off. Hold on.
Is it on my end that I can't hear him? Hank, could he be heard? Hank?
Hello?
All right, couldn't hear him. All right. So he's going to try again. So as I try to get Shim, but I can't do that until we get started with King. So I want to thank y'all for joining the platform. To get my books, go to mooresandmasonry.org. Also, the Moroccan Post School of Government and International Law has free classes on the Moroccan Post Media YouTube page. So definitely looking forward to increase your knowledge of history, of law. We have the Moorish Treaty Protection and Consular Relations course. King is back. To say something, King?
Hello? Can you hear me now?
All right. Is it on my end that I can't hear him? Is he clear? Hank? Because I can barely hear him.
He's good. That's your problem.
It's my problem again. All right. You good, King?
Okay, all right. Okay, everyone, the importance of political unity. This would allow us to make economic allow us to make decisions for us, our policies and procedures, our laws. It'll allow us to create us a constitution that benefit us. The purpose of having this, right, by understanding the political unity, now, if we come together politically, we can have votes. Now we can determine our own way of life based on our own principles of law, the based on our rights, right? Based on things, fundamental rights associated with our nationality. The purpose of coming together politically is what give us the backbone what we need to enforce, right? Treaty rights, treaty protections under personal and private rights of action as a treaty party to be able to have a voice now in the international arena, giving us political, rights, giving us rights to have ambassadors, giving us rights to have figures in the political realm that will go out and protect our rights. So one of the things like we would want to have politically is when we go to other countries, right? We can have ambassadors and people go and speak for the Moors. If you get into a situation, now we can, based on having political unity, we can create new treaties, right? Based on our understanding and what's going on with us today, being in depth. The political unity is very crucial to our development and understanding what we need to do. Now we can teach our children, right? Instead of wasting years in school, now we can set up curriculums that will give them advancements, right? Not based on a whole bunch of bogus history, based on a bunch of bogus waste of time on things that's not developing us in a way where we are being progressive, where we can be manufacturers in the world, where we can now start manufacturing and start creating our own products, by putting things together. Start doing so many things that's very important. Coming together under this national banner, right, under this political agenda will allow us to move in ways that we haven't seen in hundreds of years. Now we'll be back in our stride mode, and now we can settle a lot of our hardships in the ghetto, living in the ghetto. We can create, benefits and privileges plans on single parents and bringing structure back to the family and start identifying rights and laws associated with the family, so that we can face these economic challenges. We want to put ourselves back in the political arena where we can start making plans. So we need to, this is a plan of action that will change our condition, right? If we understand these things, understanding the principles of law as it relates to Moors and our concept and context based on us teaching our children this so that they'll know it in school. So when we come across other people, now we can be identified and we can show them that, hey, y'all lack jurisdiction based on treaties that our political body has set up now, based on different things now that we can now be back in accord with the international world and make things happen. So to understand this political unity, we must start understanding these principles of law and start.
Yo, bro, your sound Your sound is no good. We can't hear you. King El Bay, you have no sound. And the folks can't hear you, bro. What kind of phone you using, man? We can't hear nothing. Nobody can hear you. Shem Malachi, Islam, brother. Can do a sound check.
Yes, hold on. Yes, can you hear me?
We can hear you, but we can't hear King El Bay. Your sound is shot.
I was hearing King El Bay for a minute, and he just went out.
Yeah, he went out. He just went. Your sound went. So pick up, Shem. Hold it down, brother, until Abdullah come on. Abdullah,
yes,
King El Bay ain't got no sound. I don't know where he's
all right,
at.
no sound. All right, so we'll have Shem, you'll take over. All right. So we have here Shem Malachi Bay. All right. Once again, the topic is the benefit of political unity. So Shem, and have you been been by almost 25 years for you, and facilitating political unity and teaching our people that we're Moors. You have had ups and downs over the years. That's been discussed. So today's topic is the benefits of political unity. So let's give the people, as we continue to move forward in teaching them the principles, the political application of nationality, and it's tied to political unity. All right, take over, Shem.
Yes, I appreciate that, Professor Abdullah, and many other nobles and matriarchs that's listening abroad. My thing is that we have to understand the tricks and trades. But the brother King was 100% right what he was saying. I love the brother. He's 100% right. The trick and trades this here. The European nations always been thinking a step ahead of the Moors. What you mean, Shem? Because they're behind. They've been behind so long in civilization of law, of doing anything in nature. For us, anything looking back. There's nothing reference to Europeans looking back. So to protect themselves, not falling back into a dark age, they had to keep the war subjective. How? To education, to destroying the sea of ship. Also, one thing they got good, they came together under National Convention and formed the League of Nations. After they formed the League of Nations, they came together again and formed the UN. Now, why did they do that? Protect themselves. By creating that international organization, the European nations came together on the concept of what? International law. So they won't fall back in time anymore. The concepts. They want to control the concepts. How do you control the concepts? Control all the nations on the world, on Earth. So they formed the UN. When they formed the United Nations, these are nothing, be honest, these are conquests. These are the people that conquest the Moors. They formed this UN. Why? Because the Albion, the hybrid Moor, wants to take over the land. So what he did was, the first thing he did was stole your birthright. Say, I'm a Moor, I'm coming to the citizen. But he had no melanin. He had no visible pigment in his skin. So he can say, I'm a Moor now. So what he does now, everybody look like him. I got the chromosome or DNA that he got, or consanguinity, they're Moor. So established these de facto Moors countries all over the world. So we can never, when we stop to do anything, they can shoot us down. However, there's a way out of that war. See, first of all, the key thing of surviving and escaping is what they did. Get your mind back together. Get your mind back. See, Europeans escaping servitude for the Moors. How? By going to the Moors universities and schools, right? Learning their knowledge, right? They're not taking it back to their people created their own schools. They start in their houses. The Europeans started their houses by teaching their children. The children started teaching out, branch out to communities. They learned the knowledge. Now by learning knowledge, they no longer need the Moors. So they run the Moors out. How you run somebody out? Taking control over you. Get your damn mind back. Get your mind back. Get your proper thinking back. When you're thinking right, educated right, you got intellectual thinking property. When you get the mind back, the mind takes over the body. If you control the mind, you control the body. If you control the body, you control the land. This is very important. The more that you get that damn mind back, the more they teach your own concepts. Now become a proper concept, proper principles. But the brother King is right. You're right, King. We have to come together as a national government. We don't have to go to the Europeans or nothing. No, we need to do start sending notice of bell to ourselves, acknowledge ourselves as a government to each other, and go to Morocco, Turkey. That's right now. That's all we need. Because they got treaties with Morocco claiming to be Moors. So all we got to do is do a notice of bell to them and say, listen, we're Moors too. We don't need this body. All we need is ourselves. That's what they did. All the Moors got to do is come together, put together virtual governments among themselves. Come together, one national government convention among themselves. Show the world that you're not an infidel. Show the world you're not an incapacitated moron. We can do this. It's not hard. Once we acknowledge ourselves, we can send notices out to all other nations and say, this is who we is. See, the Europeans are trying to slow us down by going a step ahead of us. Tricks and trades. Understand this, please. More understand this. Tricks and trades.
Shem, Abdullah, why don't y'all touch on? I got so many folks, our folks, asking like, who you gonna vote for? What's the Moorish perspective of this whole voting thing?
Let me say something about this Moor thing about voting. Let me say something. The Moors don't have to vote. What the Moors need to do is govern their subjects or the Europeans. What you mean? What was it? No, don't participate in their political arena. What you do is like buying food for your enemy. It's like giving a deposit to your enemy. Don't deposit your energy, your thinking into something that they are creating that's not working for them. None of these people can do anything for you. First of all, the people that sit there on the media, that's Moors, that's dominated, that's calls of councilmen, senators, they castrated. They can't do nothing for you. They castrated. They went through the caste system. They absolutely can't do nothing for you whatsoever. The moment they get in office, they have to submit as a subject, sign a security agreement, and do exactly what the system do. Know why? Because of a war. I told you, the trap, tricks, and trade. With any more that talks about this election, about what it can do for us, the more does not understand. The more is mental, the Bible, he don't understand himself. Let me say, it's a form of retarded. You talk retarded, man. When you talk to a Moor about voting for them, that Moor is incapacitated. You talk to a retarded man, a woman. They can't do nothing. They did their damn self. Vote for somebody to do what? Now, look back. It's not that constitutional government was not made for you. It was made to take your damn land. The moment Washington them signed that treaty, the first thing they went back taking Moorish land. Less they call the Moors Negroes. They people vicious, man. They only knew to be focused all about. They want to take the Moorish land. They want more of the Moorish land. That's all it's all about. So the Europeans got that treaty signed with Great Britain. The first thing they did, took the Lenni Nappy Moors, walked them out their land, took all these Europeans that came on ships from France, Spain, Germany, Sweden, got the ship, go and put on a damn uniform and represent the United States Army, go down there and take the Moors' land, and then they don't call it Moors Indian. Force the Moors children later on to call themselves Indian. They carry on the same impression that Spain did and Pope did.
Oh, okay, Shem, 1 second. I want King, L Bay, do a sound check because I know you got some heavy words, brother.
Can you hear me?
Yes, hey, now you're a little low, okay, King.
So this is what we need to also understand about when you vote for them. You put yourself back into servitude. You become a resource for them.
Yep.
When now you subject to their policies, their authority. And now you ain't been nothing but a resource. You've been a money bag for them. So when you register your kids in school, what do? Okay, we got money. Oh, how many black kids we got? Okay, we gonna give money to that school. That school is not allocated to the community. It's not doing enough for our kids. We got to understand what's going on with these rights that we're giving away. We're giving away our rights. We need to take back our sovereignty by understanding that like Ship said, all we got to do is recognize each other. We don't need to go to the UN to have us recognized. We can come back under the proper application of law to reversion of sovereignty. That's all we got to do. But we have to claim that for ourselves. As long as we keep giving our power to them, you become a resource. You're going to go to their jobs. You're going to go to their schools. And look what they're doing. Look at how many people in debt for student loans. Look at what we're doing. We're building up their communities. We're going to their jobs and building up. They're not coming into our hoods and building up the streets and building up the homes and protecting us. They send the police in there to do what? We need them Negroes to go to jail. Don't let it believe that they did the statistics that show that there's just as much white crime as it is black crime. But we are the burden bearers and we're paying the price. Why? Because they came here to subjugate us through forced assimilation, and then they calling it voluntary. By what? Suppressing your knowledge, making you identify as black. You don't even put the black on the application. They put it already on there. They teaching you are black in the school. Why are they doing that? So you can never go back and claim your right of nationality and be able to be heard and enforce treaty rights under the proper application under treaty. Under the substantive language in which the treaty say you are violating.
That's right. That's right.
You see what I'm saying? So now I got with the right brothers because nationality, let me explain something to you guys who think y'all got the bag. You ain't got nothing because it's their money. You ain't rich. How you rich and you ain't got your own nation? So if they come into your house right now and decide to take everything you got, who coming to get you to protect you? Where?
Shem, all right. Give some feet. Give some. Okay, King. Go ahead. You back.
No, Brother King. Do your thing, King.
Just finish up your point, King.
So what I'm trying to get people to understand, nationality is worth more than $1 billion. It's worth than all that money. Y'all chasing the bag when you should be chasing national and political unity. That's the bag. That's what's gonna save you. Not their money, because they can come and take it from you. Look at what they did to all the NFL. Look what they did to Red Fox. They set him out on the streets. They took everything he had and set him out. You owe taxes. Look at how many NBA and NFL players and boxers that's running around here broke.
That's right. That's right, brother. That's right.
So all you guys who think y'all got some money, they looking at us talking about, look at these buffoons. They would rather chase this dollar than to save their own people.
Tricks and trades. That's right.
Shem?
Yes, the Moors fell for the trap of taking reward. Kings is right. The Moors, men and women, that's been indoctrinated, they have not received their right mind, have not came back into their right mind, and still have what you call education amnesia. They don't know what's going on. But at the same time, they do understand the principle in the world, nature, is survival. They pick to survive by sacrificing their children and the next generation for a reward, which they can't take to the grave. And it's not, and like I said, the fiat is nothing. Whoever controls the land, Gaia, the land, mother, whoever controls your mother, because the mother's the one provide, nourish. She brings forth the nourishment. She is the wisdom. Even the knowledge, education, intellectual property, that's feminine, that's woman. You got Amura, fire, masculine. That's why you got the cherubims, the eagle, the man, the boar, producing, and you got the lion, masculine, all seeing our eagle, the man, what we come from. That cherubims represent the Most High. That's his characters. Throughout all the rim, that cherubim goes throughout all the rim and show forth his manifestation of power, or her manifestation of power, because it's masculine, feminine and masculine. Remember, the creator is feminine and masculine. Why, Shem? Why? Because the feminine part is the nourishment, education, knowledge. How can you have creation without having a mother? How can you have something being intent to be put inside something without having a masculine, a father? So what they did was it tore down our masculine and feminine part of us, the man and woman. All we want now is a damn reward, not knowing that you got to control your land, water, land, and people. King is right. You know why? You know why they want to control the people? Because you are an asset. Why? Because you're gonna be the one buying the material on your own land, your own gas, your own oil. You want to eat your own crops. They're gonna grow crops in your land. You're gonna be buying it. They're gonna create a platform, a exchange. You're gonna be one exchanging and using their currency, their energy, not your own current. And how did this thing go? By making sure that the assembly line, the factory keep producing these household Negroes. Schools are the assembly line, King, right? You go in there, man, you on the assembly line, your child's on the assembly line. What happens is now the mother becomes the main product in the factory. Because now they get the child, right, the woman and man, they go back and reproduction, right, come together and have a child. What the first thing they do? Send their child right to the factory and get processed like a package. That's what they're doing. And that we had to first become a man, a feminine masculine by coming together among ourselves. The problem is we got people went to this college, got castrated. I'm an attorney. I ain't trying to hear that stuff. That stuff, you sold out. See, I'm gonna show you something. See, you do have enough knowledge. They left you with enough knowledge to sell your people out. See, I'm a firm believer in this right here in chapter 6 in trades, that you do know what you're doing to some wit. You're not that deceived. How I know? Because you go to the market, you will buy a rotten piece of meat or a piece of rotten fruit. Why don't you do that, Negro? Why don't you do that, nigga? Why don't you go to the market and buy bad food, rotten food? Because you know better, you damn idiot. Nature teach you that. This is a form of principle of nature, man. Nature can't be robbed. This damn moral man and woman, they know what the hell is going on to a certain extent when it comes down to being rewarded for evil. Evil. See, the problem is we become lazy. We want to do nothing to accomplish something. We want somebody to do it for us. We want to teach our children. Want somebody to teach our children for us. We want to go out here and say, you know what? I ain't going to do all that stuff, man. Watch this. I'm going to show you something. Look at Rothschild, Rockefellers. Look at NBA commissioners, billionaires. Show me the damn kids playing basketball. They don't go to school to play the basketball. They go to school for what? Economics, commerce. Why? Control people. You want to control a damn basketball on a hoop or run up and down the court like a rabbit or a dog on a racetrack. You ain't doing nothing. So Oh, your child go. We give you all endorsement for your child. Your child run basketball. Go. She run track good, or she play basketball. That's you realize what's going on here? That's a genocide. We're being genocide. We've been programmed to genocide our damn self, man. And then on top of that, you're gonna vote for somebody that's castrated, that don't care a damn thing about you. Somebody go along for the reward. That's all. For the ride, only for pleasure. Reward and pleasure. And ask yourself a question. What have any, I'm gonna say this right here. For all y'all people that love voting, I know what you vote for, because your friendly neighborhood jack lay bishop, elder, preacher, E-man, whatever it may be, sold out. He don't know nothing. He's a rape. He been raped in the institutions, school institutions. He's telling you to go out there and vote. But yeah, he supposed to be a God-fearing man, ecclesiastical power. He would exercise the power with ecclesiastical power. No, he don't. He's sold out now. I was talking to a brother last week about this same situation, about voting. You know what he did? He threw a pass in front of me. I destroyed him, though. You know what last week? I said, brother, stop playing with me. You know I know better. I said, I'm going to show you something. When the prophet Daniel was down in Babylon, Babylon controlled the whole world. That Moorish nation controlled the world. Now, one time that Daniel ever agreed to vote, hear me out. He was appointed the ambassador because he was a seer. Because he's over the emperor. He let the emperor know, I can see divinely. The divine eye. I have that. You have nothing but an earthly kingdom. You can't do nothing for me. The prophet, nothing. So he never voted. What he did? He got appointed because of his status, who he was. So all these more preachers, imams, in these temples, who you may be, telling these people to vote, you will sell out. You will sell out to your people, and you will sell out to the Most High God. You nothing to me. You like my dung, I go to the toilet and flush. You're nothing to me. Shir Medikabe said that. You are nothing to me but a piece of turk. You know why? Because you're the one that the last power we got to escape all this evil is in the ecclesiastical institution. Supposed to call churches, mosques, synagogues, temples. What happened? They done took your dumb behind and made you castrate you to their system that you don't know nothing about ecclesiastical law. So we used to go there and protect ourselves because we reserve the institution to our archives and our books. Yes, ecclesiastical institutions used to preserve our archives. Abdullah, no, I'm not lying. Look back. The churches to keep records and books and hide them for the next generation. They destroy that cycle. We got to see what's going on here. Took our leaders, fathers and mothers, the first leader. Excuse me, y'all. So y'all talking about voting? Vote to get your house in order. Your father and mother is your first leader. Now, all of a sudden, your father and mother don't mean nothing no more. Yeah, look outside your father and mother to a movie star or a sports celebrity or a college graduate. Hear me out. See, we've been raped, trapped, tricks, and trades to the fact that the man don't honor his own mother and father anymore. And that's the first thing. That's the first thing in life. Your mother. The first wisdom you got is your mother. Or your father didn't protect. He's masculine. He's a man. He protects. And fourth, your mother's education. That's your matriarch. That's everything. She's a nourishment. She nourished you. When you came out in the womb and out the womb, she nourished you. So now all of a sudden your mother don't mean nothing to you now. Oh man, she does mean something. The Europeans know that. That's why they make sure they will come together and have intercourse among themselves. Cousins, sister, and brother. Why? Because protect the lineage from being contaminated by outside communities, bands, groups. Yeah, that's what they do. When they got wealth control, it stays in the family. They got so wicked down, brother, that they got the cloning labs. They control everything now. Why? Because they know that they can't do it. They realize they can't kill them more. Why? You can't kill nation. Gaia. You can't kill Gaia. We Gaia children. Sorry, that's your mother. We Gaia children. So you can't kill us because now we talk about Gaia. Now we talk about the celestial realm, the cosmos. You can't kill that either because we come from there. So what do we have? Carbon, visible pigment, and melanin. They don't have that. So they realize one that we hate this man because why? This man is not only nature, natural, he also celestial. If he ever wake up and find out, damn, not only was the extraterrestrial material put inside you, but your lineage coming through Gaia gives you a right to the information and knowledge of the cosmos, which sets you way above us. So we got to corrupt that knowledge too. Corrupt that part of you. See, we got a war going on here. I'm gonna tell you, I say this right here. Me and Abdullah been going through this. It's not the. I'm gonna say this. The Abiy has been exposed. Then we know about them. The war is ourselves now. Because everybody out here want to have a gain off the damn Moors. They want to bring the Moors under one monarchy, make the Moors pay tribute, taxes. Then they run to the damn foreign nations, do the same thing that Cook and Sultan did on the 1912 Fez Treaty, borrow money for all the wealthy banks of Spain, France, and turn around and put the debt on the Moors. That's how the Moors became debtors first. Really became debtors. Because after he did that, he took his throne and made France successor. Brother, when he did that, he was trying to destroy the Moors' head right there. Because the days and bays of Tripoli and Tunis was fighting France and Spain. This Sultan went against them. And when he did that, he made France a successor. Therefore, France created what you call an amity jurisdiction in here in Morocco. That's where the United States operate on an amity jurisdiction. This is why when you go into the courtroom, the flag with yellow fringes in there. That's a special. Go back and read the memorial between France and United States in 1952 case. Abdullah read the memorial states that France created a special judicial jurisdiction. Hear me out. Outside the treaties, where the United States could go and settle its disputes in their courtroom. When that happened, the United States put all these flags with yellow gold fringe in their courtrooms, their state buildings, their government buildings. Why? Because they operated under a special jurisdiction. The United States don't have any jurisdiction in Morocco. The United States is operating on a French treaty right now with Morocco on a special jurisdiction. In order to keep that power, they have to indoctrinate the Moors. That's what Rockefeller came to the school system. Rockefeller seen the weather so good. The weather's so good over here. I'm gonna explain something. I'm gonna say something on here. I hope the Moors hear me out. When you ever that story called the flood, you know what happened when that flood came? You had extraterrestrial life living down here among the humans. They was not human. These were astral beings living right down here on Earth with man. Had civilization, great pyramids. That's why the great pyramids are found in the water, way deep under the sea. What you mean, Shim? These people, these extraterrestrial material, our life was living down here as a people among the humans. When the flood came, it covered all that up. It stopped all that integration. The Europeans know that and found that science, the oldest science in the world, right here. What we had called North America, which is really Morocco. They found, wait. They got pyramids underwater, under the sea, the ocean, deep, 100,000 feet deep in the world, in the earth. Where did civilization come from? I'll tell you where they come from. They was already here. Extraterrestrial material living here. Cosmic beings, celestial beings, living among man, ruling man. The Europeans realized that. The Europeans know what? We can do the same thing they did. Hear me out, y'all. Europeans realized, you know what? We can do the same thing they did. They control the Moors the same way. We will study their history, learn their history, and let them learn nothing but reconstructed, modified, recreated knowledge and shut them down. And once you realize that we come together as one body, please hear me out, Moors. You should not be voting or register to vote, because every time you register to vote, like King say, they getting money off of you. They getting paid off of you. You Kabadi. Why don't you register to vote for yourself, your own leaders? come together where they have to respect you now. How it starts. Let these other Moorish nations like Turkey, Kingdom of Morocco, other Moorish nations know that you are operating as a sovereign body here as the indigenous to this land, and give them your notice of Bobel, and have established a diplomatic relationship with them now outside the UN. Yes, you can. You can establish a diplomatic relationship with a nation outside the UN by being self-determined on a post dominium. Yes, you can do that. But it's always going to be sacrificed. Like I said, it's not a revolution. It's an evolution. You got to evolve now. Hey, you want to go to war. You want to evolve. Have an evolution, not a revolution. That's what you need. Go ahead, Brother King.
I just want to say this and add this to people to understand. You give away your political rights when you give somebody else to represent you. So now you remain a fiction in law. You have no personal rights. You have no political rights, international or domestic. You give them up. You don't have the private rights under the treaty. So all of this stuff, when Moors don't understand these principles of law, international law, these international principles, you get lost through these processes that have no standing, no legal standing, no legal bearing. You cannot bring a claim. You cannot get relief when you don't know these legal principles. You cannot stand on your Moorish identity because you are giving it away when you tell yourself that I need to go vote for this person and that person to represent what? A fiction? So I want y'all to think about this. We were studying this the other night, me and my cousin. It says white America owns over 80% of all the wealth. Black Americans only own 0.001%. You don't even own a percent. You are less than a percentage. You would never have no political legitimacy, no economic power, because you don't have nobody to represent you and your interests to ensure that your interests remain. You don't have nobody to protect your rights to your land. Why? Because in some countries, you cannot give away land. If a foreigner marries in certain countries, it has to remain with the indigenous ones, with the women and the children. The children inherit the land. You are the foreigner, so they make sure they protect their interests. But this is based on political legitimacy. Y'all have to know this, family. I teamed up with the right guys, and y'all need to hear this. Stop chasing the bag and chase what we're doing. Come and join into the fight. I'm with the right brothers. I'm with the right brothers that's giving you the right message. Learn this so that now you can say, okay, we can have standing. Everybody talking about how we going to enforce these treaties when we come together under one political unity and we give out notices to the world. Now we can enforce our private right of action under treaty. And then we can change the venue. You can say, okay, we don't want to go to the UN. Guess what we could do? We could change the venue. We can ask Africa, Nigeria, one of the countries, friendly countries, to say, United States, we putting you on notice. We changing the venue. There is no Moorish Council. We're still under a provisional government, but that don't mean we can't be heard. We got to critically think, y'all. We got to critically think. Stop giving away your power. Exercise your power of unity by coming together and doing what we doing. I yield on that. Shim, I'm going to let you have the floor.
Yes, I came up with some formulas, right? And see, I was waiting for the right time. See, you have to understand, when the government relationship happens, what do a government do? It goes to the other government executive department and establish a protocol, procedure for all its foreign representatives, if they come in your political jurisdiction, how they're operating. Now, United States has foreign homeland security. Hear me out. Now, that brother King, Brother Abdullah Bey, I set up a plan that when we get everything together the way we supposed to go and register our chiefs, deputies, judge consultant generals, counsels, as a foreign credentials as a lawyer. Now, once the government fills this form out for the people, now you go into United States political jurisdiction to handle all kind of processes you need for more. See, we ever have government relationship, we don't understand what that means. Or to have government relationship, you got to first acknowledge who you are. You have to self-determine among yourself. Nobody can give you that. I'm sorry, the king is right. Ain't nobody gonna give you that. The schools ain't gonna take. The schools got their own damn people. Albions going to school and don't even know their own constitution. And then turn around and make them law enforcement officers. They go out here and violate their own people, man, for a check. All for a check. Then we go and join. I'm gonna say something. The Europeans got everybody in the world hating us because we are accomplices to their scheme, a conspiracy. We turn to them a conspiracy dummy. Everybody will want to kill us. We go in a foreign country, they want to kill us. You know why? Because our sons and daughters, mothers and fathers are carrying guns in their land with a straight criminal. So now you conspiring with a criminal now, send your daughters and stuff into the armed forces, over there killing people, come back, get a check, and get a reward, he said college grant for your child. So you send your child to the same vicious cycle. So now we're conspiring to these people now. So now everybody in the world hate us now. Nobody trusts us. Right now you go to Nigeria, you gotta be careful. They're poisoning you over there. Dominican Republic, Haiti, might kill you in Haiti because they can't stand a damn nigga more. Why? Because you the first one coming off the damn ships and planes with camouflage outfit on their people, killing them. You everywhere in the world doing evil. They made you to a damn flunky. Listen to me. The war became a damn flunky. You everywhere in the world doing dirt. You can't even take your damn wife and children at home. You going on somewhere and fight for somebody else. You vote for somebody that got their foot in your neck. You want to go back and look at history because you've been castrated. Your preacher castrated. Your spiritual leader castrated, all of them. And now you think you're doing good. What good you doing?
Yo, Shem,
you doing good.
You got so much fire. You remind me of James Brown that had some acid and woke the funk up. You go ahead, y'all.
Brother, I'm gonna tell you this thing is real. I'm gonna say it. Listen to me. We at a time now. Hear me out, y'all. The Vernon Equinox clock is running. What you mean, Shem? The same clock the prophet Ezekiel seen. I seen a wheel in the midst of a wheel. What that wheel was? The Vernon Equinox clocks. It designates ages, time periods, dispensations of man. So we on that clock now. The clock that came around for deliverance for us now. What we gonna do now? The Vernon Equinox clock is ticking around for how many ages? About 1,000. I'll say 600 ages. It's reaching a time clock that the legislative power of the mother is coming through the mothers now. The women. It's sending forth the genetic code in the men and women so we can get out of this situation here now. If we don't take advantage of this now, we're in trouble. And the Europeans have been studying that clock. Believe me. They've been studying our history, trying to block that age, trying to shut the age down. COVID, AI. Hear me out. Please, y'all got to see what's going on here. These Albions became so crazy and steered by evil powers. They even getting so far as to invoke the Most High with AI, the mother. Now, the mother didn't make the AI. AI come a guy. We made that and brought a destruction on ourselves. That's why so much information is coming now for us to be delivered out of this mess. Salvation, I don't want no process. Excuse me. I want no process. I want salvation and redemption. To me, when I look back, That's deliver the people. Salvation and redemption is deliver people, not somebody voting for another man like King say, talking about I'm gonna vote for you. No, she got good ideas. They can't do nothing for you. Nothing. They can't do nothing for themselves. They only vote. Listen here. These politicians get in office, right? Making only $107,000 a year. They stay in office for like 7 years. Their bank account like $35 million, $45 million. Why? Because they're making money on the side. It's all industry. All that is industry. The food of people. Control the media. Plant the seeds. Water the seeds. Who's the field? The people of the field. Put the seed of thought, the ideal in their mind. They water it down with what? Lies, statements, ideology, schools of thought. That's water in the seed. And then when it grows, spring out, now you have nothing now. Nothing come out of that person. Nothing of value. Like I say, anytime you value your mother, father, you value a movie star or celebrity, what that tell you? Now your mother and father don't mean nothing. Your mother and father put you in the world, raised you, work hard. They have no value. You have the Albion take their mother and father, honor them. Take them, lift them up, and guess what? They put that same ideology in their children. That's why, you ever notice something? The houses ruling the whole nation right now today. Royal houses. Royal families of a house of 10 people is ruling the whole world today. 10 people in this family. This
Sure, we have 3 minutes. We have 3 minutes. I'm gonna have to wrap up here. All right, because I have to catch my 9 o'clock. Head back your way.
Okay,
all right. So this was great. Want to thank everyone for joining us. Want to thank Shem Malachi Bey and King L. Bey for being my guests on Moorish Monday with Abdullah Il Tale Mosa Bey on Magna Christian Pyramid YouTube. All right. Until next Monday, 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central Time, and 4 p.m. Pacific Time. All right. So we'll see you next Monday. All right. Thank you, Brother Hank, for this platform, brother. This was fire, Abdullah, bro. This was fire.
This was fire, man.
Abdullah, your mother.
I'm like, thank you, King El Bey. Thank you, Shem Malachi Bey. Thank you, Abdullah. And thank you to listening.
Until next Monday. Peace, everyone.
Peace.